1 year.
Baby. Morning's here again. So let's do this, sugar. And no cream. Wake up slow, take that first sip. Shizzy's got 'em slipping, losing their grip. His moves so smooth to start your day. What you gonna do? Oh, you know the way. You know Papa don't flinch, don't blink. Ooh, baby, he's sharper than you think. Morning Whiz, take it in. Shizzy's got a whole new spin. Fools keep falling, truth's on fire. Papa Nut just lit the pyre. Oh no, they tried to come for him. Look at those fools looking so dim. They poke, they scratch, they beg, they plead. But I'm right here, waiting for my daddy to lead. Pour it black, shake off the night. Shizzy's tease and get me going just right. Morning Whiz, start the show. Sip it slow, let it flow. Fools are crying, game's been set. Ooh, baby, they ain't seen nothing yet. Now that's a morning sugar. Coffee's hot and burning. And Shizzy Daddy, oh, he's just getting started. Come on, Daddy, give me some of that something.
Oh my God, Shizzy breaks Larry. Shizzy broke Larry. They took it to the outro show.
Morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing? What a day. What a day. Yesterday was busy. I mean, the insanity didn't stop. It didn't stop at all. It just got crazier. That's all. It just gets crazier every single day. What happened this weekend? Oh my gosh. If you haven't been paying any attention, you've got just all these people are losing their mind. Is it a full moon? I'm curious. Anybody tell me, is it a full moon? I wasn't expecting all of this to happen. It was going back to bed after feeding your cat. Oh, that's good to see you. Good to see you, Gwen. Good to see you, French. I'm just me, Green Flamingo. Welcome. Polymopicus. Don't forget to do all those YouTube things. Thanks, JK Buck. I appreciate it. Ah, yes, it is crazy. Hey, sarcastic one. Beautiful morning. Yamaha. Good to see you, brother. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Ah, the craziness just doesn't stop. Let me see if I can boost that up just a little bit there. That might help a little bit. Oh my gosh. I did not even see this yesterday whenever I went live, and the amount of insanity that's happened over the past like 48 hours is crazy. So it looks like you've got the macchiato is just losing her mind. Like CSI crime, she's been, they're coming after her in the most insane possible way. And I'm like, really? I mean, if you didn't check out Experts last night, I would definitely suggest going and checking that out. What he's, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. The insane amount of bad behavior that has been going on the interwebs, on the Twitterverse. It's mind-boggling. it's mind-boggling. I've been sitting there going, how do you process all this? Good morning, Elf. Good morning. How you doing? God, Lord Almighty. I'm just me. Yes. French Psycho. Morning. How are you doing? Bonjour. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. I spent most of my morning just trying to get caught up with everything that's going on. Hey, how you doing? 3 a.m. in Oregon? You're half awake? Wow, it's better than being half asleep. You know, I'm here to keep you entertained for the next couple of hours. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a cup of coffee, and don't do anything that I would do, because I would do some of the most insane shit if allowed to in my own devices. So we got a couple of things for you. Some of them we're going to touch on just slightly because the crazy just keeps going. I mean, I was surprised. I was really surprised that I saw first. Well, let's back this up a little bit. Now Doozy's in some deep shit, like from what I can tell. All right, we're talking about if you don't know, you got this whole anti-Hales little group that just absolutely cannot keep their their gas traps closed. They just spew the most horrendous shit they possibly can do. And I figured out what their plan is. They're trying to get people to go after them and sue them because there's some broke ass bitches that cannot pay anything. They don't have any money. So what they expect is somebody to sue them, because if somebody sues them, then they can raise money off of that, grift money off of it. Because right now they're trying to raise money so they can go after and attack people. I mean, this is the genius thing that they've got going on there. Like, I'm going to sue you because you're harming me and my reputation. You don't have a reputation. Like, your reputation is shit, but yet you're going to try to come after people and raise money while you're doing it. That's the bright thing to do. Oh, we're grifting money for this. You do you, boo. That's really smart. Yeah, they're trying to get themselves into a position that, because they think that they're absolutely untouchable. Well, it's not because of their actions that they're untouchable. It might be they just look that disgusting that nobody really wants to touch that thing. I mean, yes, Nancy, I agree, they are idiots, but they're not completely stupid. They're trying to do this in a way where they can get other people to sue them. The only problem is nobody gives two shits about them. Let's start here with this one, because this is pretty funny. Now, this was filed into the Levy County court documents. Now, this is under in the Granger's case. They're reaching out to the court and trying to get, well, who knows what it is. But this was Volmet reaching out, saying, Miss Thomas, it's Michelle Volmet. I'm having trouble understanding your procedure in this case. Now, Mr. Shockett, on behalf of his client, filed a motion to default. That's attached. And on September 15th, she filed a response attached. And on September 16th, Judge Grubb entered an order of default, which he stated the court further finds that despite proper notice, defendant failed to file or serve proper notice, any responsive pleadings, or otherwise defend this action. Attached. You entered in default on September 20th. Also attached. Ms. Preston did respond, and you, the judge, ignored the response, including an order which is factually wrong. The default remains months later, even though the answer precedes the order and the default on the docket. Do you stand by the docket? Do you agree with me that you docketed these things in error? Check out my Substack. What an idiot. He doesn't even know what's going on in the court case, but yet he's emailing the judge. He's emailing the clerk. You know what the clerk did? She said, well, Here you go. Attorney must e-file a notice of hearing and send the judicial assistant a copy for any special set hearings. And that's it. She was like, no, we don't respond to ex parte communication. If you want to know what's going on in the court case, go look it up. Go learn the law. I don't have to respond to you. You sorry sack of shit. Oh, but that's not all. Oh, no, that's not all. He says, folks, I have concerns about some email correspondence on the docket and orders which don't line up with the correspondence. If you look at the attachment, Shockett email on page 9, Ms. Thompson writes to Mr. Shockett, Judge Grubb has requested the proposed order denying the motion for protective order be submitted for review. The order Grubb orders includes sanctions for Michelle, even though the judge didn't ask for it. Even more troubling is Lynette writes an email stating she can't open the attachment, which is the proposed order in which Shockett slipped in sanctions. Can any of you explain why this happened on why an order denying protective order turned into sanctions as well? Check out my Substack. And again, sent this out to all of these people. And guess what? She files it back in there again with no response. Boom. That's it. Like, why is this idiot emailing the court? It doesn't do anything to help out Lynette. It actually harms her. But that's a smart move. That's the behavior that these people have because they're wanting to get some sort of response. And this is the response of the court. Why? Because if you want to know what's going on in the court case, read the document. Read it yourself. If you don't understand the docket, then don't email me. Contact your own attorney. They can explain it for you. Pretty straightforward, but this looks really bad for Michelle. Oh, yeah. And that's not where it ends. There's more that looks bad for Michelle. Much, much worse. Because in case you don't remember, we can back this up a little bit. In case you don't remember, there was a nice little thing that happened. Now Jeremy, through Shockett, there was a deposition, federal court deposition. Lynette's supposed to be there. She doesn't show up. Her lawyer's there, so they get it rescheduled. By order of the court. They sit down, they get it rescheduled for another date. They show up, and Lynette proceeds to leave in the middle of a deposition. You feel nauseous after Tug mentioned John's silken shirts last night. That's so cute. Thank you for the 5 spot. I appreciate you, brother or sister. It could be. I think this is, I don't know, but MQ, thank you very much. I feel nauseous after Tug mentioned John's silken shorts last night. Hey, it's not Tug that's mentioning it. It is them mentioning it. Just all riding up and, sorry, I'm starting to feel a little nauseous after that. So Lynette has this deposition. She gets up in the middle of the deposition. Well, not even in the middle of the deposition. They get through a certain part of it. Jeremy has talked about this, and at some point we would get to that. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we'll go through it because there's going to be more that comes out. She can't answer the simplest questions. She gets pissed off, gets up, leaves. Randy contacts the judge and says, "Hey, they've done this. Saran Wrap knows that she's done this." So he puts the deposition on hold. So she's already been sworn in. They have to reach out to the judge and say, "Hey, Your Honor, she left in the middle of the deposition. We're going to have to force it there." I guess the question would be, and I don't know the answer to this, question would be, whenever you leave in the middle of a deposition, without leave of the court, does that deposition still remain in place. Like, you're still under oath. You still have to abide by the rules that are set up in that, as far as not communicating with your attorney or anybody else concerning the deposition until the deposition is concluded. Like, and the only way that you're going to know if the deposition is concluded is whenever you're granted leave of the court. Well, Lynette doesn't seem to think so. That's pretty straightforward. It says, no, I can get out there and walk out and talk to my attorney and tell the whole world exactly what happened in this deposition and talk about it all I want to. Ooh. Well, she got on the fleas, started talking about it, letting the whole world know how bad she was injured. Well, this right here comes popping up. In a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, plaintiff notice of intent to serve subpoena ducis tecum to non-party, the Fleece of Lee, or doing business as two leads in a pod. Jeremy Halesby, through undersigned counsel, hereby provides to Sharanrap counsel for Lynette, pursuant to Federal Rules of Civil Procedural 45A4, that the creditor intends to serve a subpoena upon the following non-party. Fleece of Flea, two Lees. This matter involves the deposition of defendant which commenced on July 7th and is currently active, although paused until the court rules on a pending motion regarding the continuance and the terms of the remainder of the deposition. But last night, on July 11th, while actively under oath and midway through their examination, defendant participated in live public internet broadcast on the two fleas in a pod hosted by non-party Lisa Lee. Disgracefully, access to last night's live broadcast was commercialized. The public was charged a fee of $500, $499, to view defendant discuss the active litigation and active deposition, although thereafter this paywall was removed and made available to public without a fee. Defendant's extraordinary misconduct during and after that part of the deposition that occurred on July 7th, 2026 has completely derailed the integrity of the discovery process because the video involves a party witness currently under oath. Any attempt by the Fleece Flea or the Lisa Lee to delete, alter, or private the video will be treated as spoliation of evidence and may subject her to independent legal sanctions. The subpoena will command the production of documents, electronically stored information, and objects of the following location. To Randy. His address, Shockett Law Group. Production days, 14 days after service of the subpoena at 10 a.m. So they're given a certain amount of time after they serve that subpoena. A true and correct copy of the subpoena and produced documents, information, or objects in a civil action, AO 88B, including Schedule A, definitions and requests for productions, is attached to this notice as Exhibit A. Now, this subpoena, it seeks production of the following categories of documents: a complete unedited video and audio recording of the broadcast featuring the defendant that occurred on or about July 11th, 2026. All communications between Lisa Lee, the defendant, or anyone acting on defendant's behalf from April 1st, 2026 to present regarding the content, planning, scheduling, promotion, or aftermath of the broadcast. All financial records, revenue documentation, and transaction logs related to the broadcast, including records of fees collected and any revenue shared with the defendant. All promotional materials, scripts, marketing content used to advertise the broadcast, and viewer and subscriber access logs preserved by the platform. So this takes it out of her. Once the subpoena gets served, this notice will serve in compliance with Federal Rules of Civil Procedure 45A4, which requires that a subpoena commanding the production of documents, electronically stored information, or tangible things is served on the person to whom it is directed. A notice of the copy of subpoena must be served on each party in the case. And there it is, showing that that's being done. And here is the subpoena: produce documents, information, or objects, production demand. This is what the subpoena is going to look like. So if she's watching this, guess what? You get to read it. Your commander produce any time, date, place set forth below the following documents, electronically stored informations. These materials are described in Schedule A, definitions and requests for production. Shockett Law Group, 14 days after service of subpoena at 10 a.m. Notice regarding the rules of civil procedure. The following provisions are attached hereto and incorporated by reference. Rule 45D relating to your protection as a person subject to a subpoena, and 45 relating to your duty to respond to the subpoena. The potential consequences of not doing so. Here's the attorney's information, which we don't have it here. Notice to the person who issues or requests the subpoena. If the subpoena commands the production of documents, electronically stored information, tangible things, or inspection of premises before trial, a notice and copy of the subpoena must be served on each party in this case before it is served on the person to whom it is directed. So they have to make sure that it's served to everybody first. And being that her attorney is the Saran Wrap, guess what? She will have to be considered served. Schedule A, definition request for productions, refers to the two L's. Individually doing business as the YouTube channel, 2 L's in a pod, including any employees, agents, representatives, or independent contractors acting on your behalf. All standard fare. The defendant refers to the LMNOP in the underlying civil action in the United States Bankruptcy Court, gives the case number. The broadcast refers to the live or pre-recorded video audio transmission hosted by you on or about July 11th, 2026, featuring the defendant, which was made available to the public both for a fee, including but not limited to the $4.99, and later for no fee. Communications means any and all transfers of the information, whether oral, written, or electronic, including but not limited to emails, text messages, direct messages on social media platforms, YouTube, X, Instagram, and encrypted messaging applications such as like Signal, WhatsApp, all that kind of crap. Documents and objects to be produced. Commander produced the following documents: electronically stored information, objects at the time and place specified above, the complete broadcast video, a true, correct, unedited, unaltered digital copy of the entire video and audio recording of the broadcast featuring the defendant, including any portions that were edited out, deleted, or archived from public view. Request 2, communications with defendant. All communications between you and the defendant or anyone acting on defendant's behalf, including without limitation, John Cook, from April 1st to 26th to the present regarding the content of the broadcast. Everything discussed by the defendant, YouTube, during the broadcast, including without limitation, the planning, scheduling, promotion, and aftermath of the broadcast. Financial records and revenue. All documents, receipts, transaction logs, platform statements showing the total revenue generated by the broadcast, not saying everything, just by the broadcast, the total number of individuals who paid the fee to view the broadcast, and any agreements, invoices, or ledgers showing a split or transfer of revenue to the defendant or any third party the defendant's behalf. Promotional materials, scripts, promotional images, text descriptions, metadata, marketing materials created or utilized by you to advertise the broadcast to the public. Viewer subscriber access logs, and they can always get those from YouTube because it'd be a part of the subpoena. So I ain't gonna send you anything. It isn't gonna work. To the extent preserved by your platform, all logs showing, and the reason they did this immediately, because if they do decide to edit it, remove stuff out of it, cut it, toss it off there, private it, whatever they want to do to it, because it's being preserved for this, guess what? They will have to take what is in there and provide it as true and factual. Federal Rules of Civil Procedure 45, place of compliance for a trial, hearing, or deposition. Subpoena may command a person to attend a trial hearing or deposition only as follows. Within 100 miles of where the person resides, is employed or regularly transacts business as a person, or within the state where they reside, is employed or regularly transacts business in person if the person is a party or party's officer, or is commanded to attend a trial and would not incur substantial expense. For example, if she lived in Texas, then it might incur some financial expense, but she doesn't. For other discovery, a subpoena may command production of documents, electronically stored information, tangible things at a place within 100 miles of where the person resides, employed, regularly transacts, so on and so forth. Protecting a person subject to a subpoena is enforcement. Avoid undue burden or expense. Sanctions. A party or attorney responsible for issuing and serving a subpoena must take reasonable steps to avoid imposing undue burden or expense on a person subject to the subpoena. So it would not be undue or expensive for them to be subpoenaed. Court for the district where compliance is required must enforce this duty and impose an appropriate sanction, which may include lost earnings, reasonable attorney's fees on a party or attorney who fails to comply. So within reason, which, if she's within that 100 miles, so just take a little dot from where that is, go circle around 100 miles of that person, and boom, you pretty much got it. And also, it's not going to be expensive for her to produce these documents. It's not like they're asking for her to go out and get transcripts or any crap like that. They're just saying, hey, we just want the unedited data. You have all that information. You know how many super chats you got on that particular day. You can pull that stuff up in a matter of minutes, and you turn it all over and you say, hey, there you go. But you notice they've been saying, oh, I had to get a new phone. Yeah, that'll happen again pretty soon. They got to get a new one of those, I guess, blue phones or whatever, the free ones. So they've got these issues going on. Do you think they had to pre-wrote knowing that they would do this? There's possibility. I mean, why wouldn't you? They were talking about that they were going to do they were going to interview her, promoted it. As soon as they did that, it's like, well, we'll have this ready to go if they do a stream. If they do a stream, and yeah, I would imagine that they were probably all ready to go, knowing that she's not allowed to communicate with anyone. As soon as she walked out of that deposition on the 7th, then I would imagine that they would probably pull and, start writing that. That would be the best bet, so they don't have to think about it later. The flea is going to wipe the floor with them. Yeah, I like hearing that. The flea is going to wipe the floor with them. Of course. She would actually have to, wipe the floor. She can barely walk. Protecting a person, avoid undue burden, command to produce material or permit inspection. Appearance is not required. Person commanded to produce documents electronically or tangible things or permit the inspection of premises need not appear in person at the place of production or inspection unless also commanded to appear for a deposition, hearing, or trial. Objections. A person commanded to produce documents or tangible things or to permit inspection may serve on a party or attorney designated in the subpoena a written objection to inspecting, copying, testing, or sampling any or all of the materials or to the inspecting the premises or to producing electronically stored information in the form or forms requested. The objection must be served before the earlier of the time specified for compliance or 14 days after the subpoena is served. If the objection is made, the following rules apply. At any time on notice to the commanded person, the serving party may move the court for the district where compliance is required for an order compelling production or inspection. These acts may be required only as directed in the order, and the order must protect a person who is neither a party nor a party's officer from significant expense resulting from compliance. So whenever they're talking about this order, they can't just rage and, say, no, you can't show, you can't see anything. I filed this. And it's just like, yeah, but you can't be unreasonably expensive, or else you'll be charged for it. Quashing or modifying a subpoena when required on timely motion. And I'm not going to read through all of this because it's about 7 pages. It's just basically giving all of the information in what's the subpoena is for and what it can do. But you do have some duties. You have to produce those documents. These procedures apply to producing documents. Form for producing electronically stored information not specified. If it does not specify a form for producing stored information, the person responding must produce it in a form or forms of which is ordinarily maintained or in a reasonably usable form or forms. For example, you can't just say, well, I will print out every screenshot of my stream. Yeah, that's not ordinary. Inaccessible electronically stored information. The person responding need not provide discovery of electronically stored information from sources that the person identifies as not reasonably accessible because of undue burden or cost. Like, for example, you couldn't ask for somebody's Cellbrite information because then they would have to pay. Faves, Shizzy, you love her swimmer's body, don't you? Don't you know? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the swimmer's body, absolutely adore it. Just rub that sweaty. Sorry. Claiming privilege or protection, information withheld. A person withholding subpoenaed information under a claim that is privileged or subject to protection as a trial preparation material must expressly make a claim, describe the nature of the withheld documents, communications. Contempt. Information produced. All right, contempt. I don't see what it is on contempt. The court for the district where compliance is required. Also, after a motion is transferred, the issuing court may hold in contempt a person who, having been served, fails without adequate excuses to obey the subpoena or an order related to it. So they could actually be held in contempt if they don't comply to it. So that was, I believe, email or mailed to them. Now you understand that the certificate of service, it basically says that because it hasn't been served, this is the document that will be served on them. It hasn't been served yet. And then it will have who all was involved in this. Once it has been served, that they would get a copy at whatever address is provided here. And it would also go to the Saran wrap. It would also go to the trustee. And it would also go to, well, Randy Shock had signed off on it. So this right here, what you're seeing is what the subpoena will look like whenever it's served upon them. So what you've got right here, this will get served on the party involved in this, which would be to the FLISA. Has an address of where it can be served. No, we don't show those here. Has an address of to where it will be served. I'm gonna cough. Once it gets served to them at this address, then this document will circulate back to the court. The court will get a filing of this, and all the people involved will also get a copy of it. So it's required that you would, more than likely, I believe that you would have to serve them in person. This isn't something that you can just mail to a P.O. box. If I'm not mistaken, in the state of Florida, sort of like the state of Georgia, you have to serve it in person. And she's said before, well, serve me. If you're going to do something, just serve me. So, well, there you go. You will get served. And what do you want to bet she whines and cries the whole time? The thing is she kept saying that, I can't wait to be served. I can't wait to be deposed. You see how I would respond. Randy wouldn't get away with anything. Okay. So here, guess what? Here comes your time to be all Miss Warrior, the erectile dysfunction warrior that you are. You can get in there and just show Randy how exactly Michelle should have responded. And then subpoena YouTube, then compare it and check for perjury. Yeah, all that stuff will happen. I'm pretty sure that that all that will be coming eventually. Mm-hmm. They think they're being slick. They think they're being slick, but they're not. They're not. They're about as slick as some guy that steals from old people and then gets arrested for it. has a warrant out for their arrest. Gets arrested. Has to spend a little time in jail. We have proof of their crazy bad behavior. I guess they don't believe us whenever we say that, all of this stuff shouldn't be happening, but yet they do. Yet they do. Now, let's talk a little bit about this crazy shite happening here. And it's from the Common Sense Investigator. She's been on Court TV, done quite a bit of stuff. I've actually talked with her a couple of times, just after a stream, and sort of got her take on how she thinks and operates her channel. Really, really smart, lovely lady. She has fake teeth, horrible fake teeth. Everyone tells me that, but she doesn't. So she was doing this stream talking about something, and this happens.
And go here.
Now, notice what happens. So here it is. Valhalla's responding in chat. He's saying, "Hey, how's it doing?" They're saying truth. He's responding. And Kazi is in there. She gave 2 porn prom dates. Yeah, she was talking about doing that. Hoes before bros. I mean, Side Eyes is in here. Side Eyes, sweetheart, you're awesome. Yeah, subpoena YouTubes. They will lose their mind. Too early for me. Will replay when I'm awake. Oh, whenever you're awake, welcome. She tried to claim again that she put the interview behind a paywall because of a copyright. That doesn't track because she doesn't put all her streams. Yeah, she's trying to. The flea is an idiot, but I digress. My ass would already be in jail, probably. So, Lauren, which is
this is why I don't share links, because it takes me 18 years.
So she's trying to.
I will get better at this. I promise.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going here.
Lauren is absolutely a sweetheart.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you fine folks, and we will see what we see together.
Imagine this. Right. Now listen really closely what she's talking about. Oh boy, it's going to be good.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
We are at my friend Valhalla Awaits YouTube channel. If anyone here is not subscribed to Valhalla Awaits, please go and do so.
Absolutely, you should. If you're not subscribed to Common Sense Investigator, do so. Do so.
He is fantastic and a really good man and a good friend. All of that. So please go subscribe to Valhalla Awaits on YouTube.
Valhalla.
Let's go to this post that he just made, guys. Let's look at this together.
Who is that?
This one right here, 17.
This is Lauren, Common Sense Investigator. Now, let me get a little link to her channel. Hold on. Let me grab a link to her channel because you need to understand who she is. And let me go here and I will get this for you. Open a new tab. She's absolutely brilliant. She's been doing this for quite some time. Good people. And let me put that in the chat there for you so you can go check her out. There you go. There is a link to her channel. Now she is a private investigator. Valhalla friend? Well, now I'm questioning her life choices. Everybody always does question her life choices, but that's a different story. She is an actual real life private investigator, so she does investigations. Now, she has explained whenever she does this, she is been pretty adept at searching out information, finding people. Like she would be one of those people that would find out who, what, when, where you are, show up, and have you served. Yeah, you should definitely be subbed up to her. She has got a growing channel. She reminds me a little bit of Rosalind. Goes out there, searches things out, and really does the work on this.
15 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's go here. Let's see what it says. I don't know how to make this bigger.
I know how you can make it bigger, Lauren.
Anyways, these are, look at this. It looks like his thing is, oh, well, would you look at that? All right, so these appear to be info from a bank account or something. Veterans Association, okay?
Mm-hmm.
$100. Veterans Association, $47.17. Veterans Association, $100. Okay. Veterans Association,
good.
$100. Veterans Association, $100. But if you come up here to this part that's highlighted, I don't know if you guys can see. Can we make this bigger? I don't know.
You can.
I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see. It might be making it bigger. I don't think that really did it. But anyways, it says 2014, guys.
Oh.
2014 right there.
Ooh. So in case you're wondering, looks like Jess Machado provided these receipts. Whenever she provided these receipts, people looked at it and said, something doesn't seem right about this. So they started investigating, started looking at things. And I think it sounds like Valhalla started looking at this and was like, I have questions. Something doesn't, Jess Macchiato pulled a Felisa. You think, Gwen? You think that they might be doing the same kind of thing? Pulls this up. She says, I have questions. That's all they're asking. We have questions. What is wrong with that?
Huh. What is that? Those appear to be the same transactions that she said she sent to the Veterans Association, but the date on it is 2014? The date on it is not 2026.
Oh, interesting.
Huh.
Uh-oh. Rosalind said it was altered. I don't know. We talking about the cow that passes gas? Yes, we are. Yes. So once again, someone is playing the same old game. Maybe, I don't know. I would have questions. Like if I saw this, I would have questions. And yes, it's possible that someone altered it and included that date. All I know is this is what was happening at this particular point in time. I don't know if it's true. I don't know any of this. All I'm doing is showing you what led up to Macchiato showing up on her channel.
Well, I'll be damned.
I have questions.
I'll be damned.
Ooh. Who's surprised? Exposed. This is what chat's saying. Like being pretty straightforward, just saying, hey, this is a little wild, a little crazy.
And that was my point, Cyberchick. It was so easy.
To show receipts.
Boo-boo. 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 Hear from your attorney about what?
And this is where she comes in. The mad cow shows up and says, be prepared. Somebody's playing stupid games. We're trying to find out why it's altered and shared. Somebody's playing stupid games. That could possibly be it. So she says, be prepared to hear from my attorney, Lauren. Good to see you. Good to see you, Rosalind.
About what? I'm sharing a post.
That's it. A post.
What are you? Your attorney's going to call me to say what? I haven't said shit about you. I said it appears weird.
Yeah.
I'm quite
That's all
aware of
she
what
says.
defamation is. This isn't it.
Got questions.
But while you're here, if you could explain why the date is 2024, I would love to hear it because this was just posted and I would love some clarification on it.
That's pretty straightforward.
I think everyone would like some clarification on it. This is not cute. I think you probably should clarify this.
Right. Absolutely. She held up her phone with the one day in from her camera really quick, but I couldn't get a good pic. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you.
Ooh,
Faze.
this is the
Morning.
Go back here. Very interesting.
It is very interesting.
Well, if this is true, this is a problem.
Yeah. Now she
Have
spends.
questions.
She says, "I'm done with you lying about me." Was what she puts in the post. She says, "Yep, give me the link." So she sends her the link. Lauren sends her a link, but the only problem is she has her blocked. Now, I wouldn't have had her on because, you know, she can be crazy. Legal Tubes is there. Says, hello, hope everyone's doing okay. Sends out a link, finally gets in. You know, she does finally get her the link. She posts it right up there so she can go in. And she shows up.
I would never have been.
That's why I wanted to get.
Here we go. Straightforward, gets a link, comes in, says, sure, I'll come in. I'll explain it. She says,
Emily posted it too. So
Yep.
the link's right there.
yep, letting her know.
Emily C.
There's the link.
You know, the nice one. She posted it.
The Emily C. Yes. Emily C is an absolute sweetheart.
Okay. She's here. Hey. How are you?
Can
Sounds
you hear
like
me?
she's in a wind tunnel.
Yeah. In the chat.
Okay.
Thumbs in the chat if you can hear Jess.
I could only see it when Emily posted it. For some reason, I could not see when you posted it.
That would be because you have her blocked. You have her blocked so you can't view her comments. You know, here's the thing, guys. Now, and I've said this multiple times before. If people you find are completely annoying and bothering you, then you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to block them. Okay? You're more than welcome to block them. Instead of blocking them on the interwebs, you know, like on my channel, you're just blocking them from saying anything. Yeah, I agreed, Rosalind. I probably wouldn't have let her had her on anyway. Here is the thing. You can hide people's comments. Like, for example, if I said, oh, I'm sick of hearing what Rosalind has to say, I could go in there and I could block their view, which means I wouldn't be able to see anything that she posted. Okay. The only way that she would not see Common Sense Investigators posting this is she has her blocked, but she doesn't have Emily C's blocked. So whenever Emily C types it in, she can see it. And that's why she can't see anything. Yeah. Even Queen right here says she has you blocked. That's why you can't see anything, you mental midget.
Okay. That's super weird because, I mean, I don't have you blocked because I'm pulling your stuff up. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be evasive. I was also trying
No,
it. But,
it's okay. That's why I wanted to give you a link. That doesn't bother me at all.
See?
So I can't
Straightforward.
see clearly on your screen what you're pulling up there. So, you know, Lauren, you can have, you know, your opinion all over you want. 2014, I didn't even have my business account where these transactions were paid out of. So my business account I didn't even have my business account until 2025.
Yeah. See, So she's given a perfect explanation. So it looks like it could be doctored. Somebody came in and doctored it. That's why she said, well, come on, let me know. Let me see. Rosalind Duke, notice Shizzy's example is blocking you. Well, because I would never block her. I can't see clearly now. The coffee's gone. I can't see clearly now. The coffee's gone.
2014, I would never have been in the position to make a cash donation in 2014. I was like, that's 12 years ago, right? I was full-time like mom. I would never have, I never made a cash donation to the Veterans Association in 2014. I don't know what that screenshot is, but my business account did not get established until 2025 when I started my YouTube channel. So I don't know what you're showing. You can show
it. It's a post. It's a post.
Okay, well, what is it though? What is the screenshot of?
Let's see. You can add it to the stage here. It's a screenshot that has the same transactions, but it says 2024. Looks to be maybe Facebook. I don't know. It's got the little
2024 or 2014.
Sorry, 2014. And it's got the little globe, and it is highlighted for the date on there, and it says the same kind of donations that were made. One of them is the 47.17. It's a post that was up. That's why we're going over it and talking about it. So
where did the poster get that from?
I have
Have
no
you
idea.
Have you authenticated that? Well, first of all, I don't even have to speculate. Unequivocally, there was no possible way my bank account for where I made this donation did not exist 12 years ago.
Yeah. How hard is that? Look at that. Perfect example of coming in and saying, hey, unequivocally, that's no way that is from my posting, because I wouldn't have posted that because I didn't even have that account at that point in time. So it sounds like it could be doctored. Pretty straightforward. I didn't know you didn't. I was saying the love to have embraces. Yeah. I mean, it would be no different than, me saying, hey, there's no way that I lived in Georgia in 1980s. I mean, which I didn't, like it would be impossible for me to have done anything in Georgia in the 1980s because, well, I didn't live here. So not hard. It's pretty easy to debunk. That's what she's doing. Whoever altered it went way out of their way to add 2014. Yeah. Isn't it weird? Maybe the original was 2014 and someone came and altered it. More arts and crafts evidence via another YouTuber. Yeah. Yeah. That's all they're doing is looking at it saying something ain't right here. She's looking at it going, hey, I mean, you're welcome to come in and explain. Gives her a bit of a platform and says, hey, let's watch. And also Valhalla said, hey, I can't confirm this. All I'm doing is I'm noticing things that other people are posting up there and I'm talking about it. Nothing wrong with that. And it's easy for it. And if this is the case, if it is made up, she's got an easy avenue of saying, yeah, it's not true. And so the next time someone posts something up like this, you can easily come back and say, look, this is not true. You put this out there. It's not true. It's absolutely garbage.
Okay.
Would you like me to show you when my bank account was established? Because I'll go and establish. I'll pull.
No, she doesn't have to do that. Just like, yeah, I saw it. I did see it. I'm not pulling it up. I'll look at it later. But this is pretty straightforward of saying, hey, this is what it is.
Pull over my car. But Lauren, here's the thing
bank
here.
Account information on it. It doesn't have any of your bank account information, so that wouldn't show anything because
aren't those the transactions out of the bank account? What is it a screenshot of?
It looks to be a bank account, but there is no information that would link any of your accounts. All of that has been completely blacked out.
Yeah.
So when you're posting this, right, and you're insinuating that I lied about my recent transaction.
Insinuating and asking questions are two different things. She's asking questions, says something looks fishy about this, and she's given her the opportunity to explain. There's nothing liable about this. She's right here explaining. So explain. She says, well, I didn't have any.
And that I actually made these transactions 12 years ago. What are you getting at, Lauren?
I am going over information that is posted on YouTube and saying, this is interesting because this date says 2024. Then you popped up threatening to sue me. So then I said,
well, at this point, once I've gone through all of my part of authenticating and oversharing everything, at this point, if you're going to flat out lie and you're going to lie.
She hasn't lied. There's no alignment. Everything is harassment to this moron. The flea, LPs, lips, etc. This is common thread. Yeah, it's all. They'll all say that it's harassment. She's saying, look, I'm showing you what I found. You're here debunking it. Don't be getting all pissy with me
about things. I don't have any other choice, Lauren. I have to go in because it impacts my life.
Honey, I'm not lying about anything. I didn't say you did or didn't. I said this is weird. This has a date that is not of 2026.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what
I was not making any. Let me put it on the record for you. I was not making any financial contributions to the Veterans Association in 2014. Those do look like the exact dollar amounts that I.
Yeah, that's it. She's cleared it up. That's what it sounds like to me. She's clearing it up right here.
I made for this situation that you guys have been scrutinizing me over, and it looks as if somebody has altered a document to look as if it was from 2014. In 2014, I was not online. I was not raising money for this agency. I did not have this bank account that I made these transactions out of. I don't know where this came from, and you haven't authenticated it either. So if you want to keep doing
that, she never claimed that she did. Oversharing is exactly her problem. She never shuts up. I know. How many people want to be victims? It is insane. It is insane. How many people want to be victims? But she's already debunked whatever this person posted. She's already come on. She's stated to her, hey, there's nothing here. Like, I didn't even have an account. There's nothing that you're looking at. And common sense investigators like, cool. Gotcha covered. How hard is this?
Say I did.
Yeah, but Lauren, come on. I'm watching your chat. I can see everybody saying, oh, look at this. Oh, she stole, blah, 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 blah. It's fine, Lauren. You want to do it.
Stop looking at the chat. Yeah, Nancy, I'd be upset also. Yeah, if somebody accused me of doing something that there's no way that this could have possibly happened, I'd be a little upset also. Completely, Nancy. Nothing wrong with that. Does she have a lower? But whenever you're on somebody's stream, don't look at the chat. Don't listen to what the chat is saying. Look at the person. Look at the person, listen to what they're saying. Listen to what they're telling you. Don't look at what the chat's saying, because the chat will mess you up every single time. And of course, you got her chat that's like, then show the receipts. There's no receipts to show. You can't prove a negative. No, these are yours. Like the chat. Don't listen to these people. They're just antagonizing you.
It's fine, but you keep saying shit that's not true. This is not.
She hasn't said anything that's not true. She said, this is interesting. That's it. So now she's responsible for the chat too. Well, I mean, you are somewhat responsible for the chat. Trust me on this. You are responsible for what your chat puts in there. But you're not responsible for their responses. Like, they could sit there and say, you totally did this. You totally did this. And she can be sitting there, no, I totally didn't. I totally didn't. And how does that harm you? There's no harm there.
I don't even know what this is. This isn't my bank account.
Okay. I don't think we can see whose bank account it is. The information for the account numbers are blocked out. So no one is
But
trying
it's
to
the
say
same dollar. But it's the same dollar amount
it
as
is,
my
in fact.
transaction.
She says, in fact, it is. Yeah. Maybe this is maybe this isn't even yours. Good Lord.
In fact, it
To the
is.
cent.
Yes.
To the cent.
Right. That's why my thing was that this is weird because this says 2014. So that's odd.
Do you think, Lauren, that, like, let me ask you a question. Do you think that, very seriously, do you think anybody who doesn't like me could make up some documents like this? Do you think that's possible?
I think it is absolutely possible, just like it is possible for some things on other sides to get made up. That's why I think it's important that if you have the 501c3, which is the tax stuff, you should just drop that and be done
What
with
is,
it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not a nonprofit. Isn't a
501c3. No, if you're donating to a 501c3, like if you're donating to them, just drop that information. I mean, it's really easy. Just drop that information.
501c3 for nonprofits?
Not to my understanding, I could be wrong on that, but I think that it's just you need that for tax reasons because you do have your business or whatever.
Okay. I don't have any inclination about what that is. It doesn't sound like you do either. What document would you like me to provide? What document?
The 501c3. It's apparently the document.
What is that?
It's a tax document that you would need to provide to like your accountant or whatever.
Yeah, whenever you make a charitable donation. That's what she's trying to explain. Hey, good morning, Mr. Gillis. Good to see you. Tom Gillis, golf instruction, the best golf instruction you ever find. If you want to learn how to do a swing better, well, this is the man to tell you. I love cat fights too, Tom. They're so good. She is blasted over this. No way she'd try to do that. The group opinion is always better than a lonely opinion. But who is able to be the ultimate mind? Well, and you know, what she's saying is the one easy way to stop all this, to stop all the people questioning it, is you are provided a tax document. If you make a charitable donation to somebody, you get it's resting bitch face. Machado is a real breath of fresh air, huh? Yeah, real breath of fresh air. If I make a donation to, let's say Rosalind's, Po Kids Fund, and it's a 501c3, like her donation would be to a 501c3. It's really, really easy for me to get a receipt back saying, yes, you made this donation as a 501c3. We are required to provide a donor with a receipt when asked. Right. She's just not a sympathetic person. Well, true. And Faves is correct. If you haven't, you need to sub up to Rosalind, get her up to that 6K.
The donations.
For donations from who? From the Veterans Association?
To the donations to the Veterans Association. Yeah. Like,
so after I made the donation, are they supposed to give me a document to show that I made it?
Yes. That's exactly what they will do upon request. Like, it's not uncommon for my wife and I to go to a charitable donation and donate clothes or furniture, books, things like that. And those are all considered charitable donations. You can only donate so much before you don't get anything for it. But you keep track of those. They give you a nice little receipt. You give that to your accountant. That all gets put in, showing that you made these donations, and those are tax write-offs. Yeah, nasty and dumb. Yeah.
That's my understanding. That way you can provide
but
that to
I was
the
told
accountant.
but it's the receipts that I have that they gave. So those electronic receipts that were in my spam folder, those 5 transactions, that's what, when I asked the director of what I could provide for proof after he said they were not going to be providing anybody with proof of donations. On my stream, he directed me to look in my email for these receipts.
Right.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I don't have any. And then he gave me that name, Bloom something or whatever. I typed it in, and sure enough, in my spam folder. So is that it?
No. No,
Okay.
no, it's a specific tax form that I believe that they can give you for your accountant. Because even when you go to like, Goodwill or a donation center, they give you a receipt. It may not be like a super official one, but they give it
did
to you.
everybody that went and made donations, did they get these receipts? Did Valhalla get a receipt, a 503c?
I have
He will if he requests. How the words used. Half the words used. As a foster for a 501c3, I'm allowed to use some of my time as a donation. See, I like that. I love it that you do that. That you do the fosters. I question everything Machado says. Well, if people are out there raising money, doing donations, you should be able to question everything that they do. That's why the fleas, the fleas fundraising, not fundraising is a real big issue. Why people are just like, what in the hell are you doing? And you've seen that now she's trying to raise money again so she can go after and sue people for questioning where in the hell is the money going to? It's like, why? Well, why? People are asking you where the money is going to. Like, they're donating big bucks. Big, large amounts of money. And now she's telling people, I can do with it whatever I want to. That's what she doubled down on it again. I don't have to provide anything to you. If you send it to me, I can do whatever I want to with it. What people seem to be really overlooking is that she sold merch in Charlie Kirk's name. That in and of itself is gross. Yes, it is. Then she promoted it as being for Charlie, then donates to a veterans organization. That's why the questions are out there. That's right, Rosalind.
I have no idea because I don't know that he told me that part. I just know the receipts that he provided from online.
His receipts look just like the ones that I made. His look just like the ones that from Bloomberg.
Whoa. Did she just give something up there? Huh. Ooh. Whoa. Let's hear that again.
His receipts look just like the ones that I made.
What?
I have no idea because I don't know that he told me that part. I just know the receipts that he provided from online.
His receipts look just like the ones that I made.
Uh-oh. Was that a slip of the tongue? Or did she just give something up?
That he provided from online.
His receipts look just like the ones that I made. His look just like the ones that from Bloomberg.
Oh, now she changes it. I mean from Bloomberg. Oh.
Posted it. It's identical to mine, not the same amount, but his showed exactly what mine showed.
No, so the receipts that I've received from all the people who have made donations since this happened, which is one of the good things about this happening, people are donating, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
All of those receipts that I've been sent and that people have posted on Twitter actually don't look like this receipt. And I think that's why people...
Oh, Freudian slip. Shizzy, were you muted back there just now? A little bit, yeah, possibly.
This receipt. No, not this receipt. This is my bank. Isn't my bank account.
This is not the receipt anyone's talking about. We're just talking about the donations from other people.
Okay.
Like Hellfish. Let me finish. Hellfish posted one from a donation he made. Valhalla did a fundraiser yesterday. All of those receipts from those donations look different than your receipts. Not talking about the one that's on the screen.
No,
not talking about that.
The one that I showed on my show, they're identical. They look the same. It's the
No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't look the same at all.
same email address. It's the same, Lauren, it's the same email address.
Well, just because it's the same email address doesn't mean it's the same. Melvin, it's the same. Here's some coins. Shove your receipts. I don't care. Thank you, Melvin. No. They don't look the same. They don't look the same at all. Let me see if I've got those, because they look completely different. Just because it has the same email does not mean that they look the same. And I will see if I can find that here, because I'm positive that somebody sent a copy of that and was just like these don't look the same at all. Let me see if I've got it. Nope, I don't have it. But that was the question. That was a question. Are these the same? Are these the same whatsoever? And if you look at them side by side, they look completely different. Like the body, the text, the images. Let me see if I could find Hellfish, because I'm pretty sure it's there. And all it was is the receipt in there. And yeah, I have it right here. So I'll show you the big difference here. So right here, as you can see, you've got from Veterans Association. As you can see on this one, it has a VA next to it. That one's got a place to tag on it. It's got all of the links, the hyperlinks to it. It's got the date on there. It says to you, and it says to JMS. Shows hi, and not very personable. This one says hi, Mike, and gives Hellfish's last name there. It says thank you for your donation to this right here. I mean, that's close right there. Here are the details for your records. This one says here's the detail for your records. Shows the date, the amount, the type of donation. So date, amount, type donation, close. It says process via card ending in, and it gives a date. Then this one, or the card number, that one there. And that's as far as it shows. But underneath this, it says, thank you. Veterans Association has hyperlinks, has unsubscribe, manage email preferences. None of that is in this email. Hey, just Jay, good to see you. Hope you're having a good day, brother. Hope you're having a good day. Can't wait to see what you got for us today. Yesterday was crazy. Crazy, brother. Crazy. They're losing their mind. So they don't look the same. I mean, I see tons of inconsistencies. Like tons of inconsistencies. One, it's not personalized. This one here is personalized. The way the date's set up, that could mean anything. Shows that it's got standard encryption, all this kind of. Some of these would be normal, but whenever you see things like, the thank you down at the bottom, it could be hidden down here. I don't know. All she has to do is show the same damn thing. Not a cut, copy, paste. It looks like a cut, copy, paste. I don't know if it is or not, but Hellfish had questions about it. It was just like, hey, this is what mine looks like. Everybody else is showing what theirs looks like. Every single person's looks identical to the same one that he had. Raises questions.
When you click on the email, it shows the same
address. It is the same email address, but no, it is not identical at all, actually.
No, it's not.
So, it looks different. That's why people are having an issue with it.
Right.
What would you like me to do, Lauren? You know what? Where do you live? Do you want me to fly down and open up my laptop and show it for you? What is it going to take for this?
No, we don't want to see you open anything. Hey, y'all, driving Well, it's not hard. You're on rails. So all you got to do is just hit the speed correctly, stop when you're supposed to. Don't hit any moving trucks. I mean, you'll be good. Damn, Jay, you act like you got like some difficult job engineer, like Mr. Fancy Pants over here.
To be done.
That's why I was telling you and giving you that advice. I think that if you provided that tax document,
I don't know what document that is. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, I think the Veterans Association would, though, and then they could give it to you, and then it would be done. Because I don't know if you watched the other stream. I don't think you did this for some nefarious purposes. I think, like you said, you did it, and you just didn't know all the procedures to it. It got over your head or whatever. I don't think you did this for anything nefarious. Okay, so I think that part is.
Or he's doing it like a few other people that like it to snow in Florida. I don't know. I'm just saying we don't know Yamaha. He could be not just traveling the rails, but he could be riding those rails. Hey, you do what you got to do. It's 2026. Shizzy J is the turkey massacre, man. Well, sometimes you gotta hurt them turkeys. Just don't choke the chicken online.
100% accurate. I think if you went to them and said, "Hey, can I get this document?"
I was there first of all, I was there that day. I did my live stream from out front, but I walked in and I asked them for this. And it was at the height of them getting harassed with all of these calls and emails. And they were very upset. The ladies in the office said that it had been overwhelming. And I was like, okay. And I stepped out. On my live stream, I took a call from the director. And it was while I was on that stream, I muted his voice, so it's privacy, but he directed me right live on my stream to these emails to show my receipts.
Oh, okay, Kevin.
How could I make that up?
No, I'm not saying you made up that call. I'm not saying that you didn't have those in your spam and didn't know. What I'm saying is you're asking me how you can prove this. In my opinion, I think this would be a good alternative to provide this.
But what you're doing, Lauren, is you're making me, you know what? So the lady that was on your show.
She's not making you do anything. You're asking her, what do I need to do? I will tell you, getting a receipt from the VA is a hell of a lot cheaper than getting on a plane, flying to someone's location and opening your laptop. When you can't choke a chicken, tickle your turkey. You could easily make things up, Machado. Yeah. I mean, it's really, she's given her an easy out. Super, super cheap. One connection to the VA. Hey, can you send me over the tax documents? Really, really straightforward. She should just give me, she should just get, yeah, she should.
And I'm not going to say her name, but her.
No, you're not. We're not doing that. It's Turtlebot.
Okay, Turtlebot. That's her screen name. Okay. Yeah. So that woman approached me and said, I think that you are missing a discrepancy on something. She thought that the hats were sold at a different price. Right. And I said, that doesn't sound right. I said, because she was basically like, yeah, that's the whole thing. I said, no, because I know I did refunds. So I said, thank you.
No, that might be Turtlebot's idea of what people are questioning. There's lots of questions going out there. Will people ever be happy? Probably not. But, she's giving you an easy out. She's saying, hey, look, here is the way that you provide proof of it. Show the receipt where the money went to. I mean, it's the same way with everyone saying, hey, Felisa, show the receipts. She says, well, you can see that there's toilets, there's a fence. Those are the receipts. No, those are proof that something was done. Show the receipts of the work, of what was paid, on what, and how it was paid. I mean, you raised all this money using gift cards. People were buying gift cards left and right, and then they were still throwing money at you. Where did the rest of that money go? Did the money go in your pocket? Did it go up somebody's nose? Did it go in somebody's veins? Did it end up sitting in a bank account? People just want proof of what their money went to. You've never provided any of those receipts. Provided the receipts shuts everybody up. They go, hey, here's where the money went to. The problem is she's so disorganized that she can't show those receipts. Problem is that money appears that it's gone to other reasons, other purposes, her own, and she believes that she doesn't have to show anybody the receipts. If somebody told me, if somebody did a fundraiser, and I'm serious about this, if I ran a fundraiser for Tom Gillis, for example, said, hey, I need to build a new home for Tom Gillis. And, he just, he's down and out, we're going to put this thing together. And I start having people send me all this money and saying everything that I'm doing is to do this. And people start sending money to me. I would keep track of every single penny for that particular reason, which I'm not running one for that. People are sending in super chats. I'd keep a tally of that. I'd say, here you go. This is how much money was sent. This is where it's all going. This is what I'm doing with it. And then whenever somebody says, hey, where's the money for this? Where's the object of this? Then I would say, hey, look, here's the receipts. This is where we paid for Tom Gillis's first floor, getting the plumbing done, the wiring done. This is what it cost here. I would have a breakdown of every single piece of that. And then whenever somebody says, well, Tom's saying you didn't do the work that you said you were going to be doing, and I can whip out my receipt book and say, no, this is right here. We paid X amount of dollars on getting the wiring done. This is where the money went for this. Every single thing, completely transparent of where that money goes. Because it would be you, the donators, expecting some sort of proof of life, proof of work being done. Do they not understand this? The fleas don't seem to understand this. They think that money was donated to them to do whatever they want to with it. And that's what they're going to do. And that's going to be the thing that they run. We're a lot more afraid of the tax man than she is. Yeah.
But I don't think it's right. But she did have me go back and look, you know what I mean? And so after I was done, I messaged her, or the next day. I took my time. I went through everything, and I sent her every screenshot that I showed on my show the other day, including the open emails showing the donations from that account, that email account. She has them. I sent them to her. I texted them all to her. So
Right.
she has every single solitary thing. She looked at all of those things and she was like, boom. She's like, I
guess it's better having, little white balls in your yard than a bunch of large black balls in your face. It's up to you. Whatever you want, Yamaha.
recommend you post all of these immediately as soon as you can. And I said, okay, I think I'm going to do a live stream. And she said, great. She actually second texted me and she said, you know what? Would you be okay with sending all of this to Valhalla first so he could look it over? And I said, no need. I'm going to go live right now. I'm going to do it right now so he'll have it. But she has everything. She has every screenshot showing exactly the email. Now, if you're trying to tell me that my emails from earlier this year look slightly different than someone's that are now, could they have changed the fonts or whatever? I don't know how specifically different you're saying these are, but they are. I mean, I will screen record me opening my email.
No, I think what you posted is what you have.
But it's not, Lauren, because what you're saying now today, right? If I can just be honest with you, and then I'm going to let you go back to your show. When people who support me go, they're going to move the goalpost, right? And I'm like, they can't move the goalpost after this. This is literally every single solitary thing down to almost the cent. The only thing I didn't account.
Yeah, it smells bad. Felisa said last night that the money super chats that was sent in with LP's name at the bottom on it, she is not being given to her. Yes, that's exactly what she said. She's not sending any money to where people are requesting it. That's her own words. So you know.
For was the actual difference in the hats, which was like another $20, but whatever. Like, there's no way to move the goalpost. Everything is here. Now here we are on Sunday, and it's like, look at this. It's from 2014. 2014, I wasn't never even thinking about donating to the Veterans Association. It's not accurate. I don't know where that screenshot came from. I don't know who fixed it to put 2014 on there. It's not accurate.
That word, like, take that word out of your mouth.
Would protect yourself and not, if this continues to impact my life, my business, where I lose tangible followers and I lose tangible money, and you're putting falsified documents up on the screen, I'm sure.
No. If you are losing followers, is because of your bad behavior. Everyone has the right to question your motives. Everyone has the right. You're online. They have a right to ask questions. You may not like the questions, but because your little fifis are hurt, talking about suing people, what the hell is wrong with you? Psycho.
Or you don't want to be involved in that. I'm telling you, that's not 20. It's impossible for me to have made those donations in 2014, Lauren.
There you go. Problem solved. So that's fake. And it's easy to debunk it. Say, it's fake. Like, bro, oh my God, get the vocabulary. Like, bro.
Impossible.
Okay, that's great. But all I'm saying is people are not believing everything because they don't look the same. Okay.
Okay.
So my thought is you get the tax document.
That's what you want me to do now, Lauren? Now you want me to go get a tax document?
I think that would be good because then that would clarify. You can go to
and
the
then what
Veterans
would you do next?
Association.
Then if somebody put up another screenshot that's falsified with a different date, you're going to share that too, Lauren?
Okay. Again, we're not talking. You're getting off the point. My point is
She's getting off the point. 971 girl doesn't get that she's lost over 2,000 followers. No, she understands it very clearly that she has lost over 2,000 followers in a month. And that's what she wants to have stop happening. And she's going to strike out at anyone because she doesn't understand how the YouTubes work. She doesn't understand that whenever you come on and you go after someone like Valhalla, that you go after someone like Baker, that you go after a woman who was adopted and call her a piece of garbage for being adopted. Say that some of the most horrendous shit has come out of her mouth. And she's wondering why. She's wondering why she's losing followers, not realizing that it's her own bad behavior. And wanting to blame everybody else for it.
trying to tell you that I think this would resolve it. If you go to the Veterans Association.
But you're saying something different than Turtlebot said. Turtlebot said this.
Hey, why are you talking? Why are you talking about so? She's talking about her. Lauren said, this is an easy way to get them to shut up. Valhalla reached out to her privately. She reached out to her Valhalla reached out to her privately. Didn't blast her across the internet. Didn't say anything across the internet. All he did was say, hey, I'm hearing a bunch of this stuff. I can get people to stop talking about this. All you have to do is this. Who, what, when, where, how. She came back by blasting him on the internet, blasting him on YouTube. And went, okay, you're blasting me on the YouTube. You send me an email, a nasty email, telling me that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. And he's just like, listen, all I'm asking for, some of this stuff isn't quite clear. Clear it up for me. once you do that, I can talk to people and say, hey, everything that she showed me shows that she's straight up with this. Yeah. Fundraisers are against YouTube's terms of service. Directing to a fundraiser is okay. You can also set up fundraisers in your chat. Like here's the thing. I could do a stream. I could do a stream where everything would go to a charitable organization. YouTube has some that are set up personally for that. And you can click on those and you can have them set up so people can actually donate to those charities, or that's where all of your funds for that stream will go to. She must not know how to do the YouTubes.
Yeah,
Was
imagine
totally
that.
resolved.
Imagine
What?
that. We're two different people. We may have differences of opinions. I don't
Okay, well,
believe or agree
I
with
think
everyone.
I think what you're doing is moving the goalpost. I am not going to allow people to lie.
Never
This is a
did.
fabricated lie with a false screenshot. It isn't physically.
Then go and talk to the person that made the falsified screenshot. Go yell at them. Don't yell at her. She's just showing what people are looking at, going, I have questions.
Impossible for me to have made a donation from my bank account in 2014 of the exact dollar amount. I didn't have that bank account. I never made that donation. It's impossible. You're posting falsified documents. That's it.
No, we're going and we're pulling up things that are online that
Okay,
were
well-
posted, and then we're talking about it. That is exactly.
I
okay
saw
to
your
do.
chat. Everybody, I heard you. That's why I jumped in.
My chat is welcome to the freedom of speech that we have in this country, Jess.
Allow them to do
and-
it. Let them keep saying I stole, because if they're deducting that I stole that money based on your program, then you're responsible for that.
No.
Good luck with that. That's not how defamation works, Jess.
She's right. Good luck with that. That's not how it works. I'm showing what other people are talking about. I have questions. I have questions whether this is real. She took her time out of her stream to allow her to come on and debunk it. And that's what she did. At this point, she just said, that's not true. If you want the proof, I can show you the proof. What do you need from me to show you the proof? Is this a recording on loop? It feels like it, doesn't it? It feels like it's a recording on loop. Jeez. So many people are uninformed. Yeah, that's right.
Not about
Going
that,
over
Lauren.
a documentation.
Lauren, that is not a real document. It is impossible for me to have made that donation in 2014. How is that possible?
I have no idea. That's why we're going over it, looking at it. I don't know. I don't have access to your bank account. I don't have access to your tax accounts. That's why I'm telling you. You asked me what would prove it. In my opinion, I think if you got the tax document from the Veterans Association, that would be a legit thing to put all of this to bed. Because the fact of the matter is the receipts that you posted don't look the same as the receipts that are out there.
Do you have a copy of them? Can you show me those? Can you pull those up? Can we look at those?
Yeah, I'm sure they're on Twitter. Hold on.
Let's take a look.
Let me go to Twitter. I think Hellfish, I know he posted it, so let me go there.
Mm-hmm. And I've already showed you that document.
Here are the details for your records. Date 2/17/26, amount 100, type donation, and then it goes processed via card ending in 0912. Thank you, exclamation point. Veterans Association of Bristol County, and then there's a Facebook logo. It says you are receiving this email as confirmation of your online form submission. To manage the other types of communication, click unsubscribe, which is hyperlinked, or manage email preferences, which is also hyperlinked.
So
This is the
where's
exact
that one that you're
screenshot.
reading right now?
In my email.
So then I guess my question is, why didn't the one that was put out, why didn't have the hyperlinks on it?
I screenshotted it straight from this email. So I don't, what do you mean? His is orange. My hyperlinks are blue. So his,
But none of your hyperlinks that you screenshotted look like that. Okay, and that's what I'm talking about here. So she's saying that her hyperlinks are in blue. This is her screenshot. This is her screenshot right here. This is hers. She's saying that this is in blue. Right here. That's not in blue. This would be a hyperlink. It's not in blue. The only thing that's in blue is view security details. So what? So she's saying that this is in blue for her, but the screenshot that she showed, this is her screenshot. None of it has the hyperlinks in blue. I don't see any hyperlinks. The only thing that I see is view security details that's in blue. The rest of it's not. Yeah, Gwen, I don't see any hyperlinks there either. Like, yeah, his hyperlinks are in orange right there. He's got a hyperlink right there. No hyperlink there, anywhere here. He has hyperlinks down here. She didn't show any of this. She didn't show that. Why do you think there's questions?
He has orange. Mine is blue.
So none of the ones that I saw had any like blue hyperlinks where you could go to.
Can I forward this to you, Lauren? Do you have an email address?
I'm not giving you my email, but you
So
can.
how do you want me to give this to you?
So there's a way to share it in here since you're on the StreamYard. Other guests that I know how to do. I don't know how to do it. I couldn't tell you how to do
Hold
it.
on.
Yeah. Oh no, is this Laura? No, this is
I
not
don't
Laura.
see how I can share it here. Comments, recording, stream this to your audience, settings, help.
Oh,
It's
maybe
not.
maybe the private chat.
Can I
No.
put a picture in the private chat? I can't.
know.
I can only type.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So
You
I'm
need
going
to
to.
learn how to YouTube.
I mean,
So I don't understand like why that would be a hard thing.
I made my online donation just like everybody else.
I know, but that's the problem is that they don't look like everyone else's. And I think that's where people are having the issue.
Who's having an issue?
Again, this is a play on words and words matter. This is not something I've said. I have every right. We don't do that. I said. So again, you look different than the other one. Are you telling me that looks the same as the other one we just went over? It looks different. That's what I'm saying. People think it looks different. I can't help it. I think it looks.
All right. And what she's showing here, and I just want to point this out so you guys can understand.
Hold on a second. Right.
All right. So there's what she's showing. There's the hyperlinks down there at the bottom.
I'm going to. Hold on a second.
All right. So this is what she's showing. Got the Facebook link, got the hyperlinks down there at the bottom. But now I have another question.
Right there at the bottom. Do you see those blue hyperlinks?
The unsubscribed.
This is my.
That's 3/17/2026.
Email, Lauren. Do you see I'm dancing like a fucking puppet here for you? These are my emails. This is my email account. I'm clicking on every one of them. You did say that they weren't, though. You're saying they're not real. They're not hyperlinked. What would you? What
didn't? See,
you said they're different than everybody.
Now I'm going to show you where. Now I do have questions.
Jeez.
My question is this. Her screenshot, she's got the big one that has a V right here. And then nothing. 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 I don't know. I've got 3 different devices. They all show different layouts. What's the problem? I'll show you. What's the problem? Right there. Notice there's no name on it. But you notice this one here gives his name and his full name. It's all been scribbled out right here. You know, same way with his credit card ending. She's showing that this one here has hyperlinks. People are just asking. No, that I got you, but that's the big difference. This is just the formatting looks really weird. I'm bigging it. I can only bigging it so much before they start complaining. Yeah, I can only go so large with it. That's as big as I can give you. That's all I can give you. What is that doing? All right, turn that off.
Yeah, they look different than the other one. Are you telling me that looks the same as the other one we just went over? It looks different. That's what I'm saying. People think it looks different. I can't help it. I think it looks different.
So let me ask you a question, Lauren. I'm showing you the emails on my phone right now. Do you think these are legit emails?
I don't know. That's why I said, I think if you go and ask them for the tax document, nobody can argue with the tax document, right? So then I'll be done.
Yep, that's right.
And I think you need it for your taxes anyways, right? So I don't understand why that would be a hard thing.
Not a big deal.
I made my online donation just like everybody else.
I know, but that's the problem, is that they don't look like everyone else's. And I think that's where people are having the issue.
Who's having an issue?
Everyone. You said you were talking about everyone in the chat. Everyone.
You.
No one thinks they look the same.
No, everyone in the chat.
These are my emails from these people. I don't even know how this could be any different than anybody else's. And at this point, Lauren, I think you're making me look like an idiot. And I think you're deliberately trying to make me look like an idiot.
No, you do that on your own. She doesn't have to try. You're good at doing this all by myself.
So now I've pulled up the emails on the screen, right? I'm showing you the emails and you're like, yeah, I don't think these are the same. I don't think they're legit.
No, all I said was that they don't look the same. That's what I said. So again,
I'm going to ask you one more time, Lauren. Do you think that these are legit emails from the Veterans Association through the portal where I donated?
The answer is
I'll give you the same answer I gave you before. I don't know. What I do know is that looks different than the other documents that people have sent, have posted online of them recently donating. That's why I told you I thought it would be a good idea if you just got the tax document.
Let me go back and see these people, go get a tax document for them. Then I'm going to post it. Will you continue to talk about it after I show that, Lauren?
I don't know, Jess. Do you continue to talk about everyone else?
Do you want me to live speak?
That's a good answer. Do you continue? I'm happy to, we can all agree she ain't smart journalist, okay? Yeah.
Because you're accusing me of theft.
No, she never accused her of anything. She has not accused her of anything. All she said is, those look different to me.
No, I'm not.
I don't care if you want to call me fat. I don't care about that. I don't get involved in that. But if you want me, so I'll lie.
She has never called her fat.
See myself going there
for
the document and hand it to
This is what that mute button is for. You can always mute your guest, Lauren.
me. And then when I get it, does that work?
No. Can you hold on? Okay. Because we're going to go back to it. I never once called you fat. I never once called you ugly. We don't do that over here. So if someone else did that, that's on them. Don't project it upon me. We don't do that here. Okay? Never happened. I never once said you were scamming people or that you didn't give money. I said, I don't know, but it seems weird. Okay? So again, this is a play on words and words matter. This is not something I've said. I have every right to discuss things. I have every right to give my opinion of how something looks different. So we got to lower the temperature a little bit.
Why mute when you get all this entertainment for free?
I have nothing else to say. I mean, at this point, I've provided everything.
Well, if you have nothing else to say, why are you still talking? Why?
And that's still not enough. Now we're talking about the emails not looking the same. I show you the emails on my phone. That doesn't work. That's not good enough for you, Lauren. I think actually at this point, you can't be held as like a sensible person because these are sensible documents that I'm showing you. And you.
Jeff C. Fat shame me. Will you demand he say sorry?
You are defiantly saying that you can't You can't say they're legit. Now you want me
That's
to
not what I
dance.
said.
You want me to, now I have to go get a tax document, right? That's the
No.
only thing that's going to.
No, you don't have to. She's asking what she can. She asks her, what can I do? She says, you can get a tax document. There's a million other ways of doing this. You're asking me, I'm telling you. Good
Settle
Lord.
this. That's
you don't have
it.
to do anything. You don't have to do anything. I'm just saying.
Well, what
I think
can I
that
do
would.
to stop you from talking about me?
Absolutely nothing. Because I can talk about you all I want to. I can say anything that I want to. Well, within certain realms.
Potentially lying
So
about this donation.
this is not just me. Everyone is talking about.
I'm talking
this,
about
Jess.
you, though.
Right.
So
Because
what can I do to get you to believe that this was a real donation?
my suggestion to you was to get the tax document.
Is that
That's-
what you need
can
from me?
Take it or leave it. I don't need anything from you. You don't owe
I don't need anything from you. Exactly.
I
me
asked,
anything.
what can I do to get you to stop perpetuating the notion that this wasn't an actual donation?
I told you my suggestion. You're welcome to take it. You're
If
welcome
I
to
go
leave
and
it.
do that, will that be enough for you to stop suggesting that this wasn't an
Stop. That's not what she did. She said, I have questions. I'm reviewing documents. Something doesn't look right.
actual donation?
I don't know because I haven't seen anything.
But if I get
And-
the document that you're asking for,
Let
Stop talking about me. Oh, good Lord.
Let's be real clear. I have never said you didn't donate. In fact, I said this whole thing probably got over your head because you said that, right? This wasn't something you normally do with the donation or with the donation thing.
Lauren, I was really clear. I mean, I know sometimes when I'm talking, it kind of goes off, in tangents or whatever, but this was, I wanted to get a sweatshirt for myself.
Right.
I put them on my site. And then after we put it up, I was like, this would feel a little weird. And so I'm just going to not take any money from it. That was it. I wasn't selling my own merch at the time. We hadn't sold anything. It was just like,
But
we're
you were
not
selling the besties. You were selling the besties.
Yeah, but
sweatshirts
we
at that
hadn't-
time.
but we hadn't sold anything. Like it wasn't like,
No,
it's not like,
you had though, babe.
no, I mean like now, like not like I sell merch now.
Well, no, I'm sure you sold more now.
I think
than
I
you
sold
did then,
like
but you
5
did sell
items
them.
total. I think I sold 5 items total. Like
No,
at
I'm
the
just
prior
I'm
to
just
that.
saying you did have merch then because it was like the bestie stuff.
Yes, we had bestie stuff on there, but it was not like it allow me to just say that a little differently. I wasn't in the business of selling merch the way that I am now, which is very different. So
I'm sure
I
it is. I'm
sell
sure it is.
merch differently today than I was back then. I didn't design that merch. Erin had designed that merch. It was just to try to get some things up there. We only sold a couple of items. It wasn't like a business.
Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my God. These people, insufferable. Insufferable. One of the two. I'm gonna throw word salad at you. Stop figuring it out. Because I lie. Well, I don't know. Oh my God, stop. Just stop. I agree. Just, it boggles the mind. Just boggles the mind that she just cannot let it go. And people wonder, why are you talking about this? Well, because we're allowed to. We're allowed to question things. We're allowed to say, hey, look, I see something crazy going on. Hand her a shovel already. The digging will end faster. No, just get her a damn, what do you call that? I'm trying to think what that's called. Get her a backhoe. She could dig it faster. Or track hoe, one of the two. Get her some sort of hoe. But not the Rosalind hoe. Rosalind hoe goes deep. It pulls up all the informations. It's free and fair, yeah. People here wonder why I dislike some women. Well, here you go. Absolutely, Melvin. That is absolutely correct. That is why some women just never work. I love that. It's resting bitch face. That's an awesome name. Besties merch, stupid lame, also calls his subscribers bestie. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, you could have all kinds of things. There, you know, I make fun of this being a complete shit show over here, and there's other people that have called their stream shit show. That's fine. I don't care. Have fun with it. I don't own the rights to that. That's not my. That's not what my. This is Shizzywhiznut. It's as simple as that. You know, and it just it works well. Did she procreate? So sorry. No, she did. She did. Few times. I mean, everybody has this issue with, you know, wanting, whenever you're doing any sort of fundraiser, people just want to see the receipts. They want to know that their money went to the purpose that it was raised for. It looks like, you know, as the Hales stuff goes on, you know, the lore gets deeper and deeper. People dig deeper and deeper holes around all kinds of crazy. I do have a song, but it's not mine. This is somebody else's song.
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day.
Not my song.
A new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody's such, you see, and
they're dumber than a bag of rocks. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, balderdash, and poppycock. Oh. And I know Wes just loves that. Ooh, yeah. I love the shit show. Yeah. You send in a soupy faves. You know what? I'll let me pull that up. When, you know, one thing that I usually do this morning was a crazy morning. I was running a little bit slow. So let me get that and see what it was there. What you did? You sent in a super chat. Oh my gosh. I probably missed it. Damn it. Is it before or after this? That's what I'm wondering. The super chat. Looking to see if it's in here. I'll make sure that we got it. Oh, there it is. There it is. For all this hard work this morning. Shizzy, thank you, Faves. And you know, Faves, you are the bomb diggity. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you so much. Melvin, you also sent one in. Man, oh, I feel better, my best friend. Back when you were reading the document. I think that was it right there. Thank you, Faves. I appreciate you. I saw that back up in there. I think I got all of them. Yeah, that one was there. MQS also. MQS. I still feel nauseous after Tug mentioned John's silken shorts last night. Yeah, those are creepy. And I'm sure, you know, and all you have to do is remember that whenever Megan is out of town, craziness is going to happen. You know, you would think that the people that really hate Megan would just send Megan out of town more often, like pay her more money to stay out of town so they have content. Whenever she's in town, it's just like everything just sort of goes, ugh. You missed some gift yesterdays while switching to Rumble. French, I do apologize. All those people that were over there sending gifts over. I tried to catch all of them whenever I was switching over to the Rumble side. Rumble yesterday was crazy. It was crazy. I think I streamed most of the damn day. Oh, Megan's back. You have to behave. Yeah, Mama Fox is back. You have to behave whenever she gets back. But things get crazy. Whenever she steps away, she comes in and she has to crack the whip. She's like, all right, children, behave. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, where do you live, Calvin? Maybe I could help with the scooter. Ooh. Well, and you know, here's the thing, something you can always do, Calvin, and I don't know how this works, but you can always set up a Give, Send, Go, a GoFundMe, those kinds of things if you're looking to do those. And this is one thing that they don't really understand. The fleas never understood this. Whenever they're saying Jeremy did fundraising, all that Jeremy has ever done on there is point people to other people that are doing fundraisers. If you want to donate to those fundraisers, here you go. That's what he's done, which they don't seem to understand, that he did not set those fundraisers up. He tells people what those super chats are going to. People will send money to Jeremy, but they don't seem to understand how that is being done. Today is Megan's Manic Monday. I'm sure she's going to have a lot to go over. I'm sure it's going to be crazy. Such bad behavior from these fools. But they won't give up. They will continue to act poorly. And if you didn't catch out yesterday's stream, go check out yesterday's stream. It is still up. It is still running. It is still showing body cam footage, and it is still pissing them off. I don't understand why. Like they said, it's definitely not them, but then they're trying to say, no, it's totally me. I don't know. You keep telling everybody that you're this, petite thing, that, is got like you look wonderful. You look glorious. Okay. Whenever you see these images, you say, well, I got excuses. Well, you make up your mind. Is it you or is it not you? Is it me or is it Memorex? I don't know. They get crazy. It's because I'm in their head. Can I send some thunder over to you? I suffer, for God's sake. Some thunder. Some thunder from down under? What? What do you need? You need some thunder? What do you need? Yes, I have to go back and watch that one. It's good. What do you need, Melon? Send you some thunder. Are you streaming? Are you streaming, Melon? I don't know. Do you have a live stream? Let me see. I can look really quick and see if she's got one. Give me just a second. See, all I have to do is I go over here and see. We go to Mountain. You need thunderstorms because of the heat. Oh, okay. Well, thunderstorms. I can't do anything about thunderstorms. I mean, we got plenty last night. We got plenty of thunderstorms last night. Oh, cool. See, Mountain likes the Foo Fighters. I love it. Love it. Yeah, that's a pretty cool one. I know, so if you Mountain, if you like the Foo Fighters, I got a couple of ideas of some bands you might like if you like that. Like there's let's see, let me get those over there. Let me think about it. For Queens of the Stone Age, that's a good one. If you like this Queens of the Stone Age, you could always listen to some of the older stuff that has the same lead singer, which would be the Eagles of Death Metal. I think that's right. Yeah, the Eagles of Death Metal. That's a good one. They've got some really cool stuff. And I'm trying to think. There's a couple others that I could. I could give you all kinds of. Shizzy, then I have to sell you if you can't send me thunderstorms. Well, I'm pretty cheap, so I don't know how much you're going to get for me if you sell me. I don't know how much you're going to get. Queensryche, like Queensryche. You like Queensryche? Let's see. So if you like Queensrÿche, then I mean, I haven't listened to Queensrÿche in probably like 3 decades. That was Queensrÿche was never really my thing. I mean, I appreciated their music. It was just too much epic for me. You know, the epic long album was really cool. If I ever stop being lazy and decide to stream on Twitch again, would you maybe consider accepting a commission for making an intro for me? Yeah, sure. I mean, I could possibly do that. It takes a lot. Dream Theater, yeah, Dream Theater was a good one. Operation Mindcrime, yeah, Operation Mindcrime, yeah, that was a good album. Yeah, there's lots of stuff out there. Like there's good music everywhere. I mean, there's a whole lot of really cool stuff that's coming out. Yeah. I mean, it takes me a little while to get things together. Usually, whenever I put music together for people, I know them pretty well, or I know their content. I also know what they're looking for, like as far as style, what they want to have happen. Like I was talking with Star, and I came up with something for hers, and how she could go about doing it. And it's stuff that I can do. Steely Dan is got some good stuff too. I just didn't like the whole the whole studio musician thing. I mean, and then you can also go back to like the old, whenever it was Chicago Transit Authority. That was a completely different sound than Chicago that you knew from the 80s. Yeah, that was like music is fun. There's like people sit there and say, oh, they'll say these kinds of things are oh, I don't like this band. Well, go listen to the early stuff. Like, I mean, think about this. One of the best guitar players that I've seen, that is so underrated. Think about this. You've got this band that has a guitar player in it. Okay. And this guy's little brother goes on to become world renowned guitar player, and then dies in a plane crash or helicopter crash after playing with Eric Clapton. And you go, well, that sounds familiar. Well, there's this guitar player out there that played with a band, played for quite some time, actually did pretty well, called Jimmy Vaughn. And you say, oh, Jimmy Vaughn. Yeah, I know who that is. Fabulous Thunderbirds. Well, his little brother was Stevie Ray Vaughan. Mm-hmm. Jimmy Vaughn is a phenomenal guitar player that gets overlooked quite a bit. Is there such a thing as techno banjo western? Yeah. Have you ever listened to, I can make something like that. Techno banjo. Let's see, banjo. 60s, 70s, 80s. There's some good stuff out lately that I'm really enjoying. And some of it's not too lately. God, what is the name of that band off the top of my head? I can recognize the song, but a lot of times the bands slip my mind because there's so many of them out there. The Eagles of Death Metal, they're not very recent. That's a little bit older. Queens of the Stone Age, those, you gotta understand, Queens of the Stone Age, them Vultures, what is it? And it'll come to my head. I have to pull up my Spotify playlist. I could tell you it's not the Dirty Vultures. It's going to slip my mind. I can look really quick. Okay. So it's because Josh Homme plays in that band also. Song, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. So the Queens of Stone Age is Eagles of Death Metal. That's one of them. Them Crooked Vultures. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, you're a musical snob. No, listen to some of them Crooked Vultures, and tell me that is really good. And you got to understand who actually is who's actually playing in that band. You've got them Crooked Vultures has Dave Grohl, John Paul Jones. John Paul Jones is playing with them. They are the drummer. What is the name? I'm trying to remember who the drummer is. Taylor Hawkins was playing with them. Yeah, Hawkins played with them. But yeah, like good music out there. Just heard some samples of Paris Jackson. Ooh, that'd be really easy. Love Lauren. Yes, you should. You should love Lauren. She's an absolute sweetheart. Like she does what she's supposed to. Everybody, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Rest in peace, Taylor Hawkins. Yeah, definitely big rest in peace. Everybody, you have a wonderful day. I'm going to be sending you over to the Bow in the Deep End. I believe Jay goes on like 9, something like that. Go by and give him a hard time. I'm sure his stream is going to be off the chains today. But we've got I'll give you a heads up so you guys know. Now, tomorrow morning I'll have a stream, but I will not be having a stream Wednesday morning. I've got too much going on, so I'm going to be pretty busy. I think that's right. Because I've got something that I have to do for like a couple of days. So my streaming is going to be a little bit weird. So be aware that if you don't see me on, it's not that anything's happened. I have stuff that has to get taken care of. And so I won't be on for like a period of time. It'll be like the ending of one night and then the morning of the next, I won't be available. I think that's Wednesday. Because, the whole soccer thing is happening here in Atlanta. So I actually won't be on. But everybody, go say hi to Mo. I will see you guys tonight. Tonight over here. Yes, I'll be here tonight. Peace, Gil. Night.
It's the only mentally challenged one here.
Ooh, baby. Morning's here again. So let's do this, sugar. And no cream. Wake up slow, take that first sip. Shizzy's got 'em slipping, losing their grip. His moves so smooth to start your day. What you gonna do? Oh, you know the way. Papa, don't flinch, don't blink. Ooh, baby, he's sharper than you think. Morning Whiz, take it in. Shizzy's got a whole new spin. Fools keep falling, truth's on fire. Papa Nut just lit the pyre. Oh no, they tried to come for him. Look at those fools looking so dim. They poke, they scratch, they beg, they plead. But I'm right here, waiting for my daddy to lead. Pour it black, shake off the night. Shizzy's tease and get me going just right. Morning Whiz, start the show. Sip it slow, let it flow. Fools are crying, game's been set. Ooh, baby, they ain't seen nothing yet. Now that's a morning sugar. Coffee's hot and burning. Shizzy Daddy. Oh, he's just getting started. Come on, Daddy, get me some of that something.
Oh my god, Shizzy breaks Larry. Shizzy broke Larry.